Traveling with the old man. Seated in a matatu with booming music in the hustle and bustle of Nairobi city, trying to navigate through the traffic so that we could all get home. However, I still have my earphones on. I can't help but notice the old man seated next to me. He's dozing off. Is he tired? Has he not been able to sleep? Is anything the matter? Or is it just his old age? By looking at him, I'd say he's a few years older than my late father. He has his sanitizer in his hand and a very dirty blue mask hanging on his chin. Quite ironical. With the new Delta variant of the COVID-19 virus, he ought to pull it up and cover his nose and mouth. But with how dirty it is, I don't know if it'll be of much help. Maybe I should offer him the 2 extra masks I have in my pocket. When he awakens, that is. I wouldn't want to startle an old man by violently shaking him just to offer him a mask. Dirty blue shirt with a red collar on the inside, black buttons, a beige sweater, and an antique black thinly striped coat. He has brown pants on as well. So are the socks. Brown, that is. I have to give the shoes credit though. They are some nice leather shoes. However, the leather sling bag he has lying on his laps is very dusty. I wonder where he's from. I wonder whether he has a family, whether he has children. I wonder if he has anyone who thinks of him. I wonder what he does for a living, or what he did for a living in case he's retired. I wonder where he is headed. I wonder why his fingernails are so dirty. They are so short and yet so dirty. Short and dirty. Okay. His mind seemingly going further. He's now assessing the traffic. Nervously at that. Could he possibly be in a hurry? I wonder where to. However, he keeps trying to make eye contact, possibly to thank me for the masks, but I think the nod sufficed. While at it, I just noticed that his nostrils are flaring, and he can't stop looking around. He's fidgeting. Now he's just thrown his dirty old mask outside the window of a moving bus. Not an environmentalist, I see. He keeps pulling his mask up, then intertwines his fingers and places his hands calmly on the dusty leather bag that is on his laps. Now he's counting using his fingers. I wonder what is on his mind. Is it the number of more tattoos he has left to board? Is it the amount of money he needs? Is it the number of people who's crossed his mind? Is he a pastor who's about to stand and preach the gospel of Christ to the matatu passengers? But with the booming music, I doubt he'd be the least bit successful. He just stared at the floor for a very long time. Scanning. Is he thinking that he's dropped something? What could he possibly think he's dropped? Is his intention to steal people's shoes? Who knows? Why has he looked down though? Did he hear a noise? Now his nose is uncovered. Cover your nose, sir. Did he hear my mind? He just pulled his mask up. The chest pocket to his coat is slightly torn. Now he's sat up. And one more time shut his eyes. Looking at his face, he has hints of grey hair on his scalp, as well as his cheeks, of course, for the beard. and he's slowly falling asleep. I can imagine how soothing the movement of the bus is to his sleep. Must be the engine sound that is lulling him to sleep. Why am I observing this man? Could someone else be observing me as well? I wonder. I notice whenever the matatu stops, his eyes slowly open and shuts them when the bus begins to move again. He keeps pulling his mask up. It keeps falling off because he's not clipped it onto his nose. Clip on the mask, sir. I wonder who sat on his chair before he did, because right in front of him is a young-looking man with a cap on, mask pulled up, in white shorts, and very interesting sport shoes. I say interesting because they're not something that I would love to see a man I know wear. Anyway, back to the old man. I wonder if this man owns a mobile phone. Oh, nice, yeah, wooden guitar. Hardwood. Old wood. That is no professional guitar, I'll tell you that. But I must admit, it is a creative guitar. I wonder what story the guitar tells. I wonder who made it. I wonder why they made it. Maybe they listen to Sauti Sol as much as I do. Maybe the young boy carrying it wants to be a great player, such as Polycarp. The guitar knobs seem to have the same thickness of strings, though. The strings are made of malleable wires. I got distracted for a bit. The old man does own a mobile phone. He just pulled it out. But it's one of those old buttoned mobile phones that we used in the early 90s. As if I was born then. Lol. And I have just realized that we have arrived. He's pulled his bag and now is alighting the bus. And here I am, still seated, concluding the story of the journey of the old man. Interesting. Funny how, after boarding my second matatu, I find that the old man and I were headed for the very same destination. Life. Which makes me wonder, how many times have I sat next to a man or a woman or a child that I would meet 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, 6 months later to interact in a particular way and having them change my life? Food for thought.